Well, the question arises how we can identify the outcomes of a course. What's the parameter? What's the criteria which can help us identify, the outcomes or objectives of the course? Well, in order to identify the objectives of the course, we need to do a systematic analysis of the communicative needs of the students. And Richard argues that the needs analysis actually within backward design has its own significance, since it was the needs of the students which actually led to the rise of needs analysis. So we will talk about the significance of needs analysis within backward design here. Right. To begin with, there are various approaches which reflect how needs analysis has been incorporated in backward design. Right. In order to identify the needs of the students, we first need to find out what are their communicative needs. What sort of English they need to learn, right? What's the purpose of coming into the classroom? At what level they are? What's their proficiency level? And are they learning English for generalized purposes or specialized purposes? So actually, it's the needs analysis, the systematic analysis of the needs of the students, which can help us better determine the objectives of the course. In other words, if we don't conduct needs analysis about gaining information about the communicative needs of the students, it would be difficult to make decisions about the objectives or aims of a specific lesson or specific task or specific program. Right. So this is how needs analysis, it has its own pivotal importance within backward design framework, since it helps determine the aims of the course, the objectives of the course. There are various ways, there are various steps involved in finding out the communicative needs or doing systematic needs analysis. So first of all is just to identify the needs in terms of, for example, what are the wants or weaknesses, strengths of the students, and what level they are. So this is how we can, and then we can think of making decisions about determining the learning objectives of the course. And thirdly, we can make decisions about determining the content of the course, what sort of linguistic input is needed for a specific group of learners, and what sort of skills we need to inculcate. In terms of if the students are learning listening, speaking, or reading or writing, so what sort of skills they need. So these decisions can better be informed through needs analysis, right? And then the next steps comes preparation of course materials or instructional materials or the plans, and then we can think of choosing appropriate methodology, right? Well, in addition to this, we can see the significance of needs analysis within backward design, since Richard argues in his article Approaches to Curriculum Design that it's the basis of task-based language teaching approach. Rather, he uses the word inventory of target tasks, right? So there are various types of needs analysis, which can help us know about what proficiency level, the requirements of the students, and what purposes, English for specific or general purposes, right? So there are various ways by which we can identify, for example, we can identify target tasks through needs analysis. For example, if the students need English for specific purposes, or if they want to learn about the about phrasal verbs, so we can make decisions about the target tasks, and we can then design classroom tasks or the activities, and then we can apply task-based or communicative language teaching methodology. So there are, and then we can identify language tasks to be used in the classroom. So in brief, needs analysis within backward design has its own significance, since backward design primarily revolved around making decisions about the objectives of the course first, and then thinking about the content and methodology. So when the researchers were trying to find out the objectives of the course, they relied actually on making decisions about needs analysis.